Hi there and welcome to one more video related to the CFA ESG certificate. As you already know, Alma Mundus is a CFA Institute prep provider for the CFA ESG certificate. This is our second video related to the new version 4 edition or 2023 edition, and today we will go through all the curriculum and policy updates. Stay tuned. Before we start, please subscribe, like, share, and feel free to ask any questions. Follow us on LinkedIn to receive all the news, updates, alerts, promotions, and more. Also try our free demo. We know that you may ask for discounts. You can check any available discounts in our free demo and in the description below. You can also attend one of our free live webinars, CFA ESG Tips and Strategies, where we provide you with insightful study strategies and exam tips. These webinars happen every 2 weeks, and you can check our upcoming webinars scanning this QR code. In this video, we will go through 3 topics: policy overview, book and exam questions allocation overview, and curriculum updates. Version 4 brought some policy changes that we will cover in this presentation. Registration for version 4 will start in December 1st, 2022. However, testing on version 4 will only start on February 1st, 2023. And that's because in January 2023, no exams will happen. On version 4, the registration price is $795 and the retake option is now $595. The length of time candidates have to do their exam is now 6 months. The exam will have 100 standard multiple choice questions and candidates will have 2 hours and 20 minutes to finish their exam. Each question will have 3 answers options, and the recommended study time is from 100 to 130 hours, depending on candidates' professional background and experience. Now let's talk about the book and the exam questions allocation. The book comprises 9 chapters divided into 3 main sections. The first 2 chapters are an introduction to ESG and ESG markets. From chapter 3 to chapter 6 is the theory behind each ESG factor and the importance of engagement in stewardship. The last 3 chapters are dedicated to how to analyze, integrate, and report. We detail the chapters per number of pages. We clearly can spot chapter 3, 7, and 8 as the chapters with more content to cover. The book has in fact 590 pages, but we are only considering the content pages candidates need to study for the exam. The CFA Institute provides a question allocation per chapter. For example, chapter 1 will have between 4 to 8 questions in the exam. Chapter 7, 20 to 30 questions. Based on this allocation, we laid out a potential distribution of questions in the exam. It is easy to understand that Chapter 7 is the most important chapter with 26 questions in the exam. Now on the curriculum updates, across all chapters there are data and graphs updates. There are also additional self-assessment questions at the end of each chapter. Chapter 1 presents several updates. I will highlight the first 3 topics in the new content. The concept of long-termism and ESG moved from chapter 2 to chapter 1. The concepts of thematic investing and impact investing changed a little bit to match the content in the CFA program, and also new content on materiality. So the evolution of materiality from static to dynamic, and also examples on double materiality. We also have other topics like the Glasgow Financial Alliance for Net Zero. Also removed content, the mini case on Unilever is not going to be in version 4, and also the top 100 sustainable global companies were removed from version 3 to version 4. Chapter 2. New content on Chapter 2, the COVID-19 pandemic and the increased geopolitical tensions leading to the war in Ukraine, and the relationship between that event and society, economy and financial markets, a new case study on ABP pension plan, and also various regulations and disclosures updates. ESG integration is now the largest sustainable investment strategy global. It used to be the negative screening that what you can see in version 3. In version 4 you will see that updated, and ESG integration is now the largest sustainable investment strategy globally. Chapter 3 is the chapter with more updates, with new content, added content, new case studies, new sections, and other updates. We will not go through all the items here. This is all the updates on chapter 3, but I would like to highlight on new content the green recovery in the aftermath of COVID-19. In the added content, the new or the environmental efforts in different regions in the UK, US, China, Japan, India, Australia, and also the new case studies on Scope 3 in the spotlight and carbon risk premium. So 2 important cases for candidates to study. Also in Chapter 3, updated content on the IPCC report, the 9 planetary boundaries, clarifications on Scope 1, 2 and 3, and also clarification on the Paris Agreement. New sections also described here. I want to highlight the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change and also the Glasgow Climate Pact. It captures key outcomes of the COP26 conference. We still don't have updates on the COP27. They are not included in version 4 or the 2023 edition. And we hope that those insights will be in version 5 or 2024 edition. Chapter 4 doesn't have much to cover. New content mainly on double materiality and investor initiatives. Chapter 5, new content on border structures and governance, International Sustainability Standard Board, corporate governance in the UK, and ESG audits. These are the major topics updated in Chapter 5. Also removed content, removed 4 of the legacy mini case studies. You still have a lot of case studies there. They added information to those cases, but 4 of those cases were removed. In Chapter 6, not much to cover. The same in Chapter 7. Chapter 8, new content. The principle of the do no significant harm. This is very important. This update was introduced in the Technical Expert Group final report of the EU Sustainable Finance Taxonomy. Important subject to cover that we think probably you will have related questions in your exam. Updated the sovereign debt section describing the US sanctions on Russia and the implications of those sanctions to a summary graph on the SFDR and other updates on ESG disclosure standards. Chapter 9, also doesn't have much to cover. In summary, no structural changes to the CFA ESG curriculum, normal updates, new content. That's normal, but there are no new chapters, for example, or there are no chapters that were removed. Chapters 1, 2, 3, and 8 are the chapters with more updates and the ones that you should give a closer look. To receive all the version 4 and other updates, alerts, new events, and promotions, follow us on LinkedIn. Try our free demo. You may find some discounts available there. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and ask us any questions. Thank you for watching. We will be here to assist you until you pass your exam.